Good morning, everyone, and happy American Independence Day. If there is one thing that this CHOP, this Chaz, whatever you want to call it, Autonomous Seattle Zone, which I want to call it the Black Lives Matter Zone because those were the people that founded that area. So instead of calling it CHOP or Chaz, we need to identify it by the name of the people that formed that group that took over that portion of the city in the first place. The Black Lives Matter Zone. If there's one thing that the Black Lives Matter Zone taught us, it's how bad the black community needs police officers. If the black community, if Black Lives Matter cares about black lives, if there is one thing that has been learned here, if there's a single takeaway, if there's a single lesson to have learned from this disastrous 3-week spectacle of these idiots taking over 6 square blocks of Seattle and defacing the police department over there, taking over the precinct, it's that black people need police officers in order to save their lives. Because what happens in the Black Lives Matter utopia? What happens if Black Lives Matter, their core message, gets enacted legislatively? What does that look like? What happens if defund the police actually does take place and police officers are removed from the communities? Does that result in black people being safer? Well, of course not. And this was a hard lesson for all of them to learn. And they had to see this. I am glad that Donald Trump let this play out. I mean, he was talking about 2 weeks ago, we're going to go in there with National Guard and we're going to take back over that zone. Well, I'm glad he let it play out. And unfortunately, it had extremely fatal consequences for the 3 black people that were killed in that autonomous zone. But while that had happened, there was a very important lesson to be learned because it didn't seem like they were going to learn the lesson any other way. What is the lesson? That police officers save black people. They save black lives. Their presence, their ability to mitigate crime, their ability to stop these shootings. In the absence of police, black people die at higher rates than any other place in the country. You have a place which is a tiny little speck of land. Think about how small this is. When we talk about 3 deaths, you need to talk about this in the context of how small this place was and how short of a time it was around for. We have a place that was around for just a few weeks that just took up 6 square blocks. I mean, if you want to talk about, in terms of a country, it might be the world's smallest country. A small portion of a city, within a state, within a huge country of 330 million people on a tiny little speck of land, you have 3 deaths in a matter of weeks. The highest per capita death rate ever under Black Lives Matter policies. Black Lives Matter is killing black people. Just think about that. Just have this serve as an experiment for what it would be like if we took away police in places like Chicago, where crime is going up, arrests are going down because police are afraid to do their jobs. What do you think would happen for 3 weeks if we took away police in Chicago? How many black people would be killed? The answer is obvious. Many more. 4, 5, 6, 700% more. But Black Lives Matter does not care if black on black crime goes up 1,000%. As long as those very few deaths caused by police brutality, caused by white police officers killing black people, as long as we can stop those deaths, who the hell cares if black on black crime goes up 1,000%? That is the takeaway here. So give me your thoughts. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.